Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, March 11th, 2019. There are 19 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 4:30 with the Zoning Subcommittee meeting chaired by Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto. He's scheduled to be joined by Councilor Jessica A. Giannino, Councilor Patrick M. Keefe, Jr., Councilor Ira Novoselsky, and Councilor Daniel Rizzo. The committee will discuss the following. 1. Pursuant to Council Order 19-017, an ordinance further amending the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to a 9-month moratorium on the granting of special permits for lodging and rooming houses. 2. Pursuant to Council Order 19-041, James S. George, on behalf of Extenet Systems and AT&T Wireless Network Building and Consulting, 100 Apollo Drive, Suite 303, Chelmsford, Massachusetts 01824, requesting permission from the Revere City Council to install small cell wireless equipment on an existing National Grid wood utility distribution pole at the corner of 116 State Road and 4 Unity Avenue, Revere, Massachusetts 02151. At 5 p.m., we move on to the Legislative Affairs Committee, chaired by Councilor Patrick M. Keefe, Jr. He's joined by Councilor Ira Novoselsky, Councilor John F. Powers, Councilor Daniel Rizzo, and Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto. The committee will discuss the following items. 1. Pursuant to Council Order 18-036, an ordinance prohibiting disposable plastic bags. 2. Pursuant to Council Order 18-159, this is the motion presented by Councilors Giannino and McKenna that the city clerk be requested to research and draft an ordinance banning plastic straws and stirrers. It was brought to our attention from the DCR, the Revere Beautification Committee, and the Beachmont Improvement Committee that plastic straws and stirrers are the #1 items littering Revere Beach. As sand fills the straws, they get buried under the sand. This makes it impossible to remove straws during beach cleanups. Not only are plastic straws detrimental to Revere Beach, but they are environmentally toxic to sea life. 3. Pursuant to Council Order 18-233, this is regarding an ordinance relative to clean and healthy parks. 4. Pursuant to Council Order 18-386, this is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere develop a linkage fee for residential and commercial development. 5. Pursuant to Council Order 19-030, this is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Morabito that the mayor requests the city solicitor to create an ordinance to include provisions for the maximum local tax option and excise tax on short-term rentals. 6. Pursuant to Council Order 19-036, parity salary ordinance for fiscal years 2019 through 2021. And 7. Pursuant to Council Order 19-037, this is regarding an ordinance amendment relative to snow, slush, and ice on sidewalks pertaining to owner-occupied properties. At 6 p.m., it's time for the Revere City Council meeting, which begins, as always, with a salute to the flag. Calendar item number 1, the roll call of members. Calendar item number 2, the approval of the journal of the regular meeting of February 11th, 2019. Calendar item number 3, the approval of the journal of the regular meeting of February 25th, 2019. Zoning Subcommittee report. Calendar item number 4, pursuant to Council Order 19-017. This is regarding an ordinance further amending the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to a 9-month moratorium on the granting of special permits for lodging and rooming houses. Calendar item number 5, pursuant to Council Order 19-041, James S. George, on behalf of Extended Systems and AT&T Wireless Network Building and Connecting, 100 Apollo Drive, Suite 303, Chelmsford, Massachusetts, 01824, requesting permission from the Revere City Council to install small cell wireless equipment on an existing National Grid wood utility distribution pole at the corner of 116 State Road and 4 Unity Avenue in Revere. Legislative Affairs Subcommittee Report, calendar item number 6. Pursuant to Council Order 18-036, this is regarding an ordinance prohibiting the distribution of single-use disposable plastic shopping bags. Calendar item number 7, pursuant to Council Order 18-159. This is the motion presented by Councilor McKenna and Councilor Giannino, that the city clerk be requested to research and draft an ordinance banning plastic straws and stirrers. It was brought to our attention from the DCR, the Revere Beautification Committee, and the Beachmont Improvement Committee that plastic straws and stirrers are the number one items littering Revere Beach. As sand fills the straws, they get buried under the sand. This makes it impossible to remove straws during beach cleanups. Not only are plastic straws detrimental to Revere Beach, but they are environmentally toxic to sea life. Calendar item number 8, pursuant to Council Order 18-233. This is an ordinance promoting clean and healthy parks and designating such as drug, alcohol, tobacco, and weapon-free zones. Calendar item number 9, pursuant to Council Order 18-386. Motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere develop a linkage fee for residential and commercial development. Calendar item number 10, pursuant to Council Order 19-030. Motion presented by Councilor Morabito that the mayor requests the city solicitor to create an ordinance to include provisions for the maximum local tax option and excise tax on short-term rentals. Calendar item number 11, pursuant to Council Order 19-036. This is an ordinance relative to certain persons not represented under Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 150E, Section 10. Calendar item number 12, pursuant to Council Order 19-037. This is regarding an ordinance further amending an ordinance relative to snow and ice removal on sidewalks. Communications. Calendar item number 13, pursuant to Council Order 19-045. This is a communication from the city auditor relative to various free cash appropriations, dated March 7th, 2019. Dear Councilor Guanasso, City Council President, as you may know, the Department of Revenue recently certified the City of Revere's free cash in the amount of $6,127,553. This certification allows the city to use these funds for any legal purpose subject to majority vote of the City Council. Please find attached a request to appropriate some of the certified free cash for the items listed below. $1,400,000 for infrastructure repairs to streets and sidewalks. $250,000 for funding other post-employment benefits, OPEB, trust fund. $150,000 for the city's annual sand sculpting event. $100,000 for historical preservation, $110,000 for participatory budgeting for Revere Public Schools, $10,000 per school, $150,000 for funding all Revere Public School athletic teams, $5,000 per team, $200,000 for funding all Revere Public Schools student activity/club organizations, $5,000 per club, and $50,000 for funding the Revere Beautification Revolving Fund. The total appropriation request is $2,410,000. I will be in attendance at the March 11th council meeting to answer any questions on the appropriation request above. Best regards, Richard Viskay, City Auditor, Budget Director. Calendar item number 14, pursuant to Council Order 19-052. This is a communication from the Director of Finance as it relates to free cash transfers to the Stabilization Fund, Water and Sewer Stabilization Fund, and the Capital Improvement Stabilization Fund in accordance with the revised ordinances of the City of Revere. Dated March 7th, 2019. Dear Councilors, it is my privilege to inform your honorable body that the City has received the certification of free cash as of June 30th, 2018. The general fund free cash was certified at $6,127,553. The water and sewer enterprise fund was certified at $2,858,970. These two amounts represent some of the highest certification of free cash for the city in the past 10 years. Free cash is defined by the Department of Revenue as the remaining unrestricted funds from operations of the previous fiscal year, including unexpended free cash from the previous year, actual receipts in excess of revenue estimates shown on the tax recapitulation sheet, and unspent budget line items. Since uncollected property taxes and certain deficits can reduce the calculation of free cash, the high rate of present and delinquent tax collections and minimization of deficits attribute substantially to the high free cash certification. In accordance with the Revere City ordinances, as revised, I request that the transfers below be authorized by your honorable body. City Ordinance 3.01.020B transfers to the Stabilization General Fund from the General Fund free cash certification as of June 30th, 2018, the amount of $919,133. City Ordinance 3.03.02A transfers to the Water and Sewer Enterprise Fund Stabilization account from the Water Sewer Enterprise Fund free cash certification June 30th, 2018, $428,846 to the Water and Sewer Enterprise Stabilization Fund. City Ordinance 3.05.020 transfer to the Capital Improvement Stabilization Fund from free cash certification general fund June 30th, 2018 to the Capital Improvement Stabilization Fund $1,225,511. Very truly yours, George M. Anzoni, Director of Finance. Calendar item number 15. Pursuant to Council Order 19-047, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Caruso Corporation as a licensed drain layer dated March 4th, 2019. Dear council members, please be advised that in accordance with the provisions of Title 13, Chapter 13.08, Section 13.08.435 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere as most recently amended, I hereby request that Caruso Corporation, Revere, Massachusetts, be reappointed as a licensed drain layer. Please take careful notice that all drain layer licenses expire on April 1st annually unless sooner revoked by the mayor and the council. Mr. Stephen R. Caruso has been advised that he will be contacted directly by the appointment subcommittee with a date and time to appear before them concerning this appointment. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 16. Pursuant to Council Order 19-048, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Mercurio Brothers as a licensed drain layer dated March 4th. Dear council members, please be advised that in accordance with the provisions of Title 13, Chapter 13.08, Section 13.08.435 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere, as most recently amended, I hereby request that Mercurio Brothers Landscaping Incorporated, Revere, Massachusetts, be appointed as a licensed drain layer. Please take careful notice that all drain layer licenses expire on April 1st annually unless sooner revoked by the mayor and the council. Mr. James Mercurio has been advised that he will be contacted directly by the appointment subcommittee with a date and time to appear before them concerning this appointment. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Motions, calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 19-049. This is a motion presented by Council Vice President Keefe that the City Council go on record as being opposed to House Bill 2007, an act for no organized head impacts to school children. The bill would prevent children in grades 7 or under from playing organized tackle football. Further, that the city clerk forward a letter of opposition to the state delegation on behalf of the City Council. Calendar item number 18, pursuant to Council Order 19-050, motion presented by Council Vice President Keefe that the mayor requests the police department to have a permanent detail from 7:15 a.m. to 8:05 a.m. at the intersection of Mountain Avenue and Broadway during school days. When this detail is in place, a normal pattern of traffic and safety is established. When this detail is not present, there are major issues with traffic flow on Broadway. Calendar item number 19. Pursuant to Council Order 19-051, motion presented by Council President Guanasso that the mayor request Capital Waste to appear before the City Council regarding the handling of trash barrels when emptied by its employees. I have received numerous complaints of barrels being destroyed due to employees throwing them. The city has invested a significant amount of money in these new barrels, and neither the city nor its residents should have to bear replacement costs. And this has been before the council. A reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, March 11th, 2019. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.